2/3. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her.
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. At the Chargers' 48-yard line. A give, and here's Johnson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Whoa. Go.
Pistol here for Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And we see a nice catch here by Lad McConkey, and Mike, what really jumps out, and I can't stress enough how rare this is for young wide receivers in the NFL fresh out of college, is just how good of a route runner he is. And it doesn't matter if he's in the slot or if he's out on the perimeter. He can run any route from any position, and that sort of versatility is going to continue to get him opportunities in this Chargers offense. And then when he has the ball in his hand, every play can be a big one.
He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, they're on the tackle. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Harris, the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. First down for Aaron. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
26.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. Point after now from Dicker. His kick is good. And the Chargers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
2nd down, Rodgers. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Inside. Yeah, this. We need you to...
A-Rod out of the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one. And that'll set up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they... and bring him down.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Charger first down. Now, Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he will score. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his third touchdown on the year. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no return here, but since it did hit in that landing area, per the new rule, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, Now you can get two hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points. Give the ball back to your offense and see if they can start chipping away.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Third and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 2 and gained 6.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? And this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On play action now, Herbert. Open man downfield is Conklin. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, L.A.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent.
This one caught just past the pylon. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Patterson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Cordero Patterson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set it. Go.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Got it. Ready.
3rd and 5.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. Attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Go 80. Check go.
On first down, right back to Johnson. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
Let's go. Hot, hot.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
And that one bounces off the crossbar, but it goes in. It's good. And the Steelers are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Conklin goes in motion. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Give up the middle to Harris. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
On the give, it's Harris. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
No signal, and we will not get one. He stopped short, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they had no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a 3rd attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Gray going to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here comes a toss. Right. Here comes Johnson. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. Metcalf hauls in that one. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Coming free is Conklin. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Patterson now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On the carry, it's Patterson. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Washington. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll look to throw. Catch made by Pickens. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On the ground, it's Johnson. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, But to get 2 pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Patterson now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
They'll run here with Patterson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. This one is complete. It's Pickens.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Come on, set.
Metcalf, left side. He's got it. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping him short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Ready up. Go.
On the ground, here comes Patterson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
One more time with Johnson. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The offense staying put. They will go for two.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On play action now. Herbert. That's complete. It's the rookie from Ole Miss. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
On play action. Now Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that one to Patterson, complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Here we go, set.
He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. He will have a Steelers first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Back to the air one more time. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming. and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff, a hit, and he has lost the football. The Chargers have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's a give left side to Harris. Harris, first down, he's not done. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Najee Harris, touchdown Chargers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
That's brought in right side by Pickens.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Set.
Now a give up the middle. Good blocking to the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Chargers 52, Steelers 16.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Gray gonna return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Cougar 19! Ready, ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 43.
His drive will start on the ground. Past midfield to the 45. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Patterson now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Ready, break.
First and 10.
Ready.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Set up. Panther 60. Panther 60. Warrior 70.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
It is third and 10. Back to throw is Rudolph. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to try it here again. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. Up the middle they go. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now a give on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, LA. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers add on to their already sizable lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Gray going to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
A give, and here's Johnson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 70 Lion. 70 range. 70 range. Check go.
Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And 3rd down coming up.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay,
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. Didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, hey.
Esto es talento, we favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, you dance on roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
Thinking that it happened overnight, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
Ay, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Linux, that on for hours, I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Deanna, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M, now we straight out the sentence. They pay out, they pay out, they pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers, the big watch the women, I'm cast. Go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Mind the bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. They cut that confetti, I'm running through it. They clear that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moonin'. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say it less.
Baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You left your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You left your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur. Weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him help, yeah. Give these boys help, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterfly lips on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. PT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. Tease him and get him me. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream or Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want? Eat that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his